Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our Isometric RPG. We're almost done building the base content for the level design course. So today we will mostly focus on tuning a bit more the level design example we started last Wednesday. Trying to remember when we started it. Hello Sorab, hello. Again, thanks everyone, especially those of you who stay up a bit late or stay up early, depends on how you look at it, to catch this stream. You folks are amazing. Hello Sorab. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So I will start the engine real quick. Hello Roberto. Still level design today. We'll still do difficulty and progression. We'll talk a bit about adding a bit even more variations, so we don't even see this secondary pattern we built last time. Yes, Roberto, you're just in time. We just started streaming. That's why I keep this screen on while I load the project and open up all the programs and everybody comes in the lobby. Because one by one, people are joining. Glad to have you here from the start this time, Roberto. Glad to have you here from the start. By the way, did you... Oh, okay. Figured out the issues you were having. Okay. On the material, was it? Or? Volume. Killing me. Yes, on the materials. I wasn't sure if I remembered it right. Okay, please feel free to share. If you talk about it, more of us will learn about it, so please feel free to share. Okay, while I transition here so everyone can see the chat as well. Okay. So, what did we have going on last time? We'll just do a recap for everyone to see. So, yes I do. Please feel free to join the Discord. We're a small but tightly knit bunch over there. So jump right in. You'll find we have 3 channels in the Discord. So one is general. Hey, you showed up. I can see you in the Discord. Then we have 2 technical ones, how to and help it doesn't work. Indie Club Live and the Sarmale crew is in the house making trolls dance. Okay, hello Indie, hello everyone. And welcome to today's stream. As usual, I have to ask you folks who won the contest. Chamanul, Florinel, everybody. Okay, nice. Can I... Yes, Roberto, you can post them just in general, because it's something you solved, right? I mean, it's something you fixed, you learned how to fix. And Nick. And Keirolas. Hello, Keirolas. And welcome everyone. Okay, everyone caught this right from the start. So, aha, Keirolas won. Nice. What did you win today, Keirolas? What a game did you win? I see some laughing going on. Okay. It's good that you won though. It's good that you won. All the materials are my own. barrel one, temporary to be replaced with longer panels. Okay. Ooh, okay, so come on, I'll click a few of Roberto's links. Come on, check this out, folks. So this is what Roberto's doing. Materials, okay, so you're using some emissive here, lovely. And all of this is made in substance. These ones, you linked us to them last time, we saw them on your Instagram. Okay, I'll click, if it's okay with you, I'll continue clicking. The barrel one you said is temporary and will be replaced with longer panels. Okay. Ah, okay, I get it, because, yeah, because you have the tiling, that's what you want to replace. Okay, yeah, so Roberto did say he will replace the tiling you see here with longer ones. Honestly, I'll get back to the barrel in a bit. Oh yes, this is the game. Hello Nimesh, hello, hello. Hello Gershba. Okay, Next Machina is the game. Okay, and let's look at the last material. Okay, nice, nice. So you're using the tiled, I don't know what to call it. It's not granite. It looks more like tiled, tiled. I don't know. It's not granite. It looks like something else. Terracotta or something. I can't. Yeah, but a kind of a polished stone. Yeah, a polished stone. It's, yeah, fantasy. Okay, fantasy. Looks like cloth, says Gersbach. Nimesh is saying, I am too sleepy now, WTD. Yeah, yeah. Thorab is asking you if you use high-res normal map. I think, if anything, it's generated because they're made in substance. I think you mixed multiple normal maps. And Roberto, this is something, the curve-looking things, yeah. So this is something I want to show you in our barrel asset. So let's quickly browse to it. I think you're going to through a bit too much trouble in the material when you could solve it with geometry. So let me just quickly browse the static meshes, props. Let's see, where are you? Barrel. Chest fence, vial, modular, worldly objects. Didn't I import them for some reason? Am I really that loony? Ah, okay, let's import a barrel. Let's actually import a barrel. Fixes, so it's not here. Fine, Nimesh, no worries, no worries. Rest, rest, dude, rest. May you have a pleasant sleep and a healthy rest. See you tomorrow, bye-bye. Tomorrow. See you on Monday, I guess. Close up of the retail. Well, everything needs more work, says Robert. Yes. Let's actually import a barrel. How's about that? So this is the network thing. Let's actually import a barrel. Ah, where are you, dude? Thanks for reminding me, Roberto. So what we preferred to do here, okay, you're building a library so you can use and reuse and so on. So what we prefer to do here is we kept the barrel's geometry. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll try to set it to solid and to hide the collision. So we actually preferred having actual geometry for the barrel instead of faking it in the material. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it by material. I'm just saying it's depending on your project, but even for an isometric RPG, we still went with the actual geometry route. Nick is in the house. Hello, dear friend. Hello, hello. Okay, and you know what? Since we are here, let's actually file, export, FBX. Gersba is asking, how do you import Blender files with more than one color? I will show you this right now. I will show you this before actually exporting. Thanks for the question, Gersba, because we actually need to do this here as well. So I go into object mode. Whoops. This is the default Blender interface, of which I know nothing about. Edit object. I select the sub-objects where I want another material. So of course I want the barrel to be wooden, and I want the metal rings to be metal. So here I can go on the material mapping and assign new materials like this. Nope, not from here, sorry, but from here. There we go. Okay, Tony already did this. Did I? Okay. First. So Roberto is saying, yeah, saving polygons makes sense. And Sorab says we need to pack them first. I don't know. I didn't know we need to pack them, Sorab. I know if I just assign different materials here, it works. Nick, these are older assets sent by Tony. I just didn't import them. So just to go back to the materials, on these polygons which are now selected, we have a material assigned to it, and if I select the other, let's deselect the rims and let's select the other. You can see the other material here. So you just go to the material bubble and you keep on creating materials. And you know what? I'll actually create a new one called, let me rename it if I can, or if I know from where. Come on. Okay, cap. So for instance, I want the cap of the barrel to have a different wood color than the body of the barrel. And to answer Nick, what do I do? Right now I'm explaining a bit how to assign different materials on objects when importing them in Unreal from Blender. But afterwards I will probably switch to continuing the level design improvements we started making last time. Okay. So I don't have these as separate objects, so I'll probably have to select face by face, but it's okay. It's not such a tedious process, so we can quickly do this. I'm just quickly selecting everything. Actually, I think I can do this, yeah, because Tony works with ignore back facing, so there's no risk for me to select the back faces. Okay, so I just selected this cap, right? And I'm just applying the cap material by clicking assign here, assign. Now, to properly ensure I properly assigned everything, I can just click on the material, click select. It shows me where are the rims. I go deselect, other, I select. So this is the wooden planks. I deselect, and then I select the cap, and it shows me the cap. Okay, all good. I just exit the edit mode, so it should be somewhere in exit edit mode. I have the materials assigned. I show the collision as well, and now I can easily export this barrel. So I'll just go file, export FBX. I have a preset already made, but I'll just uncheck selected objects because I want to export the entire scene content. And instead of exporting in the HP file folder, should I make a barrel folder? Yes, I should. Props, make a folder here called barrel with double R, and we export the FBX here. Okay, we now go to Unreal, magical powers of Unreal, detect the change, we import it. I don't want to import materials or textures, and we're good. Hey, Sleepcore is streaming. Okay, you have fun, friend. Send our regards to your UK friend. You're streaming with him. Okay, so props for the objects. Oops, props, barrel intact, right? It comes in the scene. And let's check the materials. So I open the default mesh, and Gersba, as you can see, we have 3 materials now. Element 0, which are the rings. Element 1, which are the outer planks, right? And element 2, which is the cap. And that should be it for now. Let's actually assign some materials. So let's assign, what should we assign here? Wood, dark wood on the cap, and I'd say here regular wood. There we go, and this should be metal. Bam! And we have our 3 materials set on the same object. Sure, have fun trying it. It should be pretty straightforward. I did notice Sorab mentioned you need to pack them first. I don't know exactly what that means, but I will research off stream. For us it worked so far. I'm guessing to collapse everything again, but we didn't need to do that for some reason. So there we go, I saved the asset, and now, beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, our barrel is also small, but we still prefer using the actual geometry. For some reason, I have a feeling using geometry is actually much cheaper than using a more complex material with normal map, etc. Maybe, I don't know for sure. I have to investigate and maybe do some performance profiling. Nice one, Arthur, nice one. Oh, something's going on in the stream. Piotr Lukai just subscribed. Well, thanks for the subscribe, my friend. Glad you like it. And NGS Nick said destroyable barrels. How does the rest of how's everyone feeling for now? Ah, okay, 3 times that distance. Yeah, then you need yeah, you kind of need 3 times the to have only materials if it's at 3 times the distance, Roberto. So Nick just proposed destroyable barrels. How does everyone feel about this? About having destroyable barrels? Could we try doing this? We could try doing this. Just type it in the chat if you want us to try a destroyable barrel. Apparently I'm lagging a bit. That's something. But I'm only lagging when it's full screen. Now it's fluent again. Destroyable barrels, explosive barrels, all can be used well for a game like this. Okay, so we've got Roberto's vote. You know what? Come on, let's do this. We quickly do a explosive barrel, and then we integrate the explosive barrel in our level design progression. Gersba also thinks it would be cool. Kappa Kappa. So come on, let's do it. We quickly turn this barrel into explosive, and then yeah, I'd also like to see. We're gonna find out together during this stream, that's for sure. And let's actually open mechanic difficulty. So, you know what? Let's put it in here, destroyable barrel. Because this will actually be a funny one, because it's another style of opposition mechanic. Okay, so I got the default barrel. First and foremost, let me also update the stream description with what we're doing. So in here on the what, let's put in destroyable barrels. There we go. Save it, and let's see if it works. So the what is now destroyable barrels. Okay, let's create a blueprint for it. First things first. Content, blueprints, and let's just create it here. New blueprint of type actor, of course, and we'll call it BP destroyable barrel. Perfect. There we go. So here I will just need to add a static mesh component for now called barrel intact, and we'll just go at it one by one. Shouldn't have done that. I will keep a default scene root because this one will get hidden and replaced, and we'll see what's going on there. Barrel intact, this one. Bam. Okay, so we've got ourselves our barrel. I can hide the floor. We don't necessarily need to see the floor. It looks beautiful. What should happen with this destroyable barrel? Well, we should detect somehow collision when the player shoots his magic orb. So here in the magic projectile, we do have a collision detection here. And again, this is a old style messy spaghetti code. I'll just clean it up real quick. Group everything together a bit. Because I know Nick is probably punching the display right now. Seeing all this blueprint soup. It's okay, Nick. I'm cleaning it up. Getting clean now. Getting clean. Okay, maybe this one can go here, nice and clean. Nice. Okay, Okay. Okay. This whole sequence, I'm still doing some on-tick events here. Maybe I'll also need to clean this up in the projectile, but I don't think I'll do it during the stream because it seems tedious and boring. I do know I'm doing some on-tick events, which aren't necessarily good. Don't you folks worry about that. It will get cleaned up, I guess, at some point. I'm just trying to quickly organize this, make it look less scary. There we go. Nice and clean. Not this, I can move here. This I can move here. Okay, okay, good enough. Good enough. Looks already much cleaner. Okay, so let me walk you through what's going on in the projectile now that it's a bit cleaner. And sorry for the mess, I didn't touch this in a long while. So, when the projectile is spawned and starts traveling through the world, he has a collision, a sphere collision, and with it, it checks if it overlaps something, anything. Right now, we are just hello TSK smiley face, hello smiley face. So now we are just checking if the overlap was another troll. So basically, if the player's projectile is fired and it hits another troll with its magic orb collision, then we start doing something. And I'll actually put this whole block here inside a comment, bam, and I will call it with a larger font so everyone can see, 60. So here, I'll just put it in here as troll impact. So this is what we do if we hit a troll. This whole spaghetti code, we don't even have to bother with that right now. We have to make a new one for the barrel. So if I get overlap from my magic orb collision, but which I will cast to destroyable barrel. There we go. Yeah, maybe I should do a sequence here. There. I'm doing a sequence, so first I check for the troll and then I check for the destroyable barrel. So here on the bottom part, I will check for the destroyable barrel, and if we've hit a destroyable barrel, so if the overlap with the other actor, I hope you can see it clear enough, so if the other actor from the overlap is a destroyable barrel, then we'll do something here. So I'll just put in a print string for now, and I will say barrel was hit. So we can debug and see if it works. And this portion will be called destroyable barrel impact. There we go. How long till I will be able to show a preview of the game on stream? Exactly 10 seconds, TSK smiley face. And thank you for asking this. Let's go through a preview of the game. By the way, at the end of each episode, smiley face, we build the game and share the Google Drive link so you can download and play it yourself. And I won't even show you our theoretical examples of difficulty and the more in-depth discussions we have. I will show you the regular build actually. You know what? Let's quickly show smiley face the build. So build Isometric RPG, no, builds packaged, Windows no editor, there we go. My build, of course, is off screen. Yeah, so I won't show you the build from the actual build, sorry, because it goes on the other monitor. I'll show it to you from here. I'll open the start map. I still have to do a bit of setup for the stream, but I never get the chance to do it. Okay, so this is our start map. We have some health potions here. We have two options to either go and continue the game, which the sign also tells us. This continues game if you have a save, or we can go from map to map. This starts a new game. We have an interactable signpost. Close to it, you press space and you read it. And let's go to the maps progression by progression. This is an example map of visual quality and how it should look like. You can see we have some funky shaders here, hiding the trees when the player walks behind them. It has some depth in it. It's a really short map. Here we have a map with some trolls. I actually forgot about the player's position here. They can damage me. I can maybe go inside this house. Now I can look inside it and see what's inside. Guess what? More trolls here. That's an ice troll, which fires an ice magic that also freezes me and deals damage. Now they're alerting themselves because I've hit one of them and they're all chasing me, which is kind of bad. Leave me alone. Okay. If I could take out this ice one, then I would be safe, because I can fight the regular one easier. There, I took out the ice one, I took out the regular one, and now let's go to the next level. So we're still in like testing map phase, only example maps. There we go, there we go. Again, we're loading the next level. Here we have a night level with some glowy mushrooms and something special. Okay, here I reach a red door, which I don't know how to open, but blam! This bad boy shows up, whacks me again because I didn't dodge it well enough, and when he dies in his position, we spawn a red key, which now shows up in my inventory, and I can open the red door. I open the red door, I can still travel through here. I reach the magical garden of the magical tree. I open a treasure chest. I can collect a few more health potions, all of them actually, and 15 seconds after we load today's map where we test and do stuff. Which things are placeholder graphics? Well, the character maybe is placeholder graphics. The visual target for our project, which is, by the way, the base project for a level design course, not for a game to be put on Steam. I mean, I would make a game with it and put it on Steam, but my immediate goal is to teach other people how to do level design, and for that we need this kind of low poly style graphics. So this, I do not consider them to be placeholder graphics. The only thing that you could say is still placeholder is the player's character, but I will not change that for the level design course. You can customize your character any way you want, and it's not necessarily the point of the project to have like a fully finished game. I'm trying to build the necessary base so students have enough assets and enough behavior to work with. Speaking about behavior, let's go back to the destroyable barrel. So goal of the day is to first make a destroyable barrel and then analyze how we can integrate our destroyable barrel in a difficulty progression. Just to recap, these are the mechanics we have. Sorry for the Photoshop, but it was the fastest way at that point to put everything on paper. So we have the magic orb, which implies the player shooting at the target on the screen. We have a trap, which implies the player has to avoid stepping on it or else he receives damage, like a bear trap or something. It's still in, that one is still in placeholder graphics. We have dodging. The player has to dodge projectiles or melee attacks from the trolls as a mechanic. And we have the destroyable barrel we have to build today. So let's get back to building the destroyable barrel. We wired inside the magic projectile of the player, the magic orb the player shoots, a detection for the destroyable barrel impact, and we at the moment print a string, barrel was hit, if the magic projectile successfully overlaps with a barrel actor. So without further ado, let's actually test this in Augie test map. This is a simple, clean test map, very easy to use and very easy to play in it. So let's just put a blueprint destroyable barrel and let's just hit play. So now, technically, we should see in the corner of the screen a debug text if the barrel gets hit. Barrel was hit. Gersba is asking me how about some of the barrels dropping a health potion. Gersba, I'm thinking more about having the barrels explode and deal damage, because health potion we could do with the chests already. So let's quickly add the prop chest. So in the prop chest I can set a number of rewards, let's say 2. And I'll actually delete these health potions. And if we look at it, you go to the chest, you press space, and boom, it spawns 2 health potions. So I'm trying to alternate in between. Smiley Face says he needs to go. Thank you, I'm glad you like what I do. If you like this channel, maybe punch that follow button and join in the next time we stream. We do this 4 times a week. Gersba, I hope this answers your question. I'd rather have the player associate, this is about the signs and the feedback. I want the player to know for sure that every time he opens a crate he will get health, and every time he shoots a barrel, an explosion that deals the same radius of damage will occur. I'm trying here to keep it all very clear, because again during the level design course we will probably talk about the finesse of randomizing outcomes, but usually it's best if you start with clear feedback, like one-to-one feedback of what happens, which is always the same, and then upgrade to randomizing. Sorry for the long explanation. So we now detect the collision with the barrel, but if you noticed it, the projectile continues flying through the barrel because we don't script anything after we detect the collision, and the barrel stays intact. So we'll have to work in 2 separate places. Let's first work in the projectile because it's the quickest. So after I print the string, I will just continue from here. I have here a spawn emitter at location already in place, and the sequence of destroying components and doing all the, how should I call it, all the projectile destruction servicing. And I'll actually try to clear it up a bit and actually name it projectile destruction servicing or something. So everything we do here I'll add the comment and I'll put something like yellow. Font 60 is destroy projectile after impact. Okay, so this is happening in the magic orb projectile. This is the, I could break this into a function and just call a function, but for now it's better if I keep everything in the same place, because I can clearly explain what happens where. This is a rotation, per tick rotation function for the projectile. Let's actually make this blue, comment 60, and call it per tick rotation function for projectile, which makes the magic orb spin as it moves. You can see this if you download the build and play it on your local machine. Not if maybe you can see it when I also play it. I don't know about the resolution and the FPS of the broadcast, but if you download the build and play it locally, you'll definitely see it. Okay, so now the upgrade I just did by rewiring after the destroyable barrel impact to the part that destroys the projectile after impact should be that now when we hit the barrel with the magic projectile, the projectile disappears and some sparks fly because of the impact. Let's see if it works. So, bam, there we go. So now the projectile hits the barrel, disappears, and plays some sparks. Gersba is asking me if I can help out with a problem he has at his current project. Yes, I can. Please join the Discord, and in our Discord you'll find there is a thread called help it doesn't work. You just post us your problem there with a print screen or anything, and we definitely look at it. I'll try to help you. We also have Sleepcore in there, we also have Nick in there, Arthur. Okay, but I was just getting used to properly pronouncing your name, almost. Anyway, join our Discord, jump right in, show us a print screen, tell us your problem, we'll all give it a look and try to understand what's going on. The more specific you are, the easier it will be for us to help you. So try to narrow down the problem, explain what you're trying to achieve, and we'll get with it. I don't think I'll do it during the stream, but after the stream I'll definitely read what you posted there and try to give my best input. I hope I can help you. If not, we are quite a few there, pretty good with blueprints and scripting and doing stuff in Unreal, so one of us should be able to help you if I won't be able to help you personally. But jump right in. Okay, now we're hitting the barrel. Let's now go into the barrel, create an event. Nick had to draw something, okay. You're welcome, Gersba. I said it right, Gersba. You're welcome. Looking forward to have you in the Discord. Nick had to draw something. What did he miss? Nick, you didn't miss anything. Nick, by any chance, you did not miss me opening a completely dirty and messy magic projectile blueprint and me cleaning it up while you were away. Under any circumstance, that did not happen. This magic projectile blueprint was always nice and clean. So, Indie Club Life says, Gersba. Okay, Gersba. Is this better, Arthur? Gersba. So Indie Club Live is also telling me Croatia is playing the World Championship 2018 now. That explains all the people in the street with the flags and everything. Okay, thank you, Indy. Okay, because we saw a lot of people on the street wearing Croatian t-shirts, waving Croatian flags. Perfection. Okay, Gersba. Got it. I got it. Gersba. I got it. World Cup, not World Championship. That just comes in and shows how much I know about football. There, Nick. There. No more nosebleeds for you, Nick. All nice and clean. Nice and clean. Okay. Magic projectile is good. Let's do something in the destroyable barrel. Let's create a custom event. And let's call it barrel hit. And let's do real quick here in the barrel hit, let's just destroy actor. We just call this event and it will destroy the barrel. For now, no damage, no nothing, right? In the magic projectile, when we have this print string barrel was hit, I will simply replace this print string with, you guessed it, barrel hit event. There we go, and let's again connect this here, destroy the debug string. And one thing I'm doing here, I'm not calling randomly this hit event, I'm calling it on the specific destroyable barrel, the magic projectile hit. So if the overlap is with an actor of type magic destroyable barrel, I get that specific overlapped actor and tell him to destroy itself. Okay, there we go. Now we should be able to see the barrel disappear as well. Boink, and the barrel disappeared. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? I'll move both the player spawn and the barrel a bit more to the back, so this way we can debug without having the annoying troll disturb us. And I'll actually move the troll on the other side of the map. Okay. So what's going on now? I'm destroying the barrel, and let's go in its blueprint, and let's just say that in between I'll need to have a radius around it, sphere collision, like so, which will be the radius of explosion. All right. So in the club live, nice. You're using the icon. I can read it. I can read Florinel's one as well, but I don't know. Should we have a bigger, smaller resolution? You folks tell me. I don't know for sure how good or not it shows and how clear it is. You tell me if you're happy with it. If not, we'll try another one. I can see Indie Club Live. Yeah. It works. You tell me if you like it or not. Might be a bit too much text. Okay. Indie, let's regroup tomorrow maybe. Let's chat a bit and see, because I'm thinking of quickly sketching a few proposals for you. Exactly. And I don't know about the resolution. I'm at a pretty high resolution, so that's why I don't necessarily stress about it. Okay, back to our barrels, folks. So before destroying the actor, I would like to enable this radius of explosion. Set collision enabled with a type of query only. There we go. There we go. Much love. Okay, much love to you too. And instead of destroying the entire actor, I will just for now destroy just the intact barrel. Destroy component. So I will just destroy the intact barrel, and this radius of explosion shouldn't have the collision enabled by default. Let's see if I can find the set generate overlap events. Okay, let's use this one. Set generate overlap events. There. So what am I doing now? I have a sphere inside the barrel, invisible collision sphere, which is disabled by default. The moment you shoot the barrel, I enable that sphere for, I will enable it for a 0.2 seconds, maybe. Or you know what, I won't even enable it for a while. For now, I will just enable it, right? And I will make an event for it. So if we get an overlap, you know what, I won't even do it by sphere. Let's go to Photoshop and let me explain what I'm trying to do. And I'll actually get fancy today. If you would like to, I'll actually get fancy today. So I will do this. I will grab this and I will paste it here. So what's going on with our barrel? If the barrel gets hit, I want to find inner radius. Yes, let's apply the transformation. And of course it has to be of red color. So I want to find inner radius. All the actors around them, all the actors around the barrel, be it the player. So I can have player, I can have troll, and I can have even other barrel. And I want to find all the actors around it in a radius and tell them they've got hit by an explosion, right? So for that, I would need, at the moment a magic projectile hits the barrel and tells the barrel you got hit, so you should explode. The barrel should do a sphere trace around him, looking for players, trolls, or other barrels, and telling them, you got hit, bro, you got hit. So let's try to do this. Instead of using a sphere and trying to do an overlap with the sphere, let's do here a sphere trace. Multi-sphere trace by channel, right? Okay. Let's not worry about when we you know what? Actually, let's destroy the component, the visual barrel first, but we still keep the barrel actor, and let's worry about detecting everything around us later. So we call this hide visible barrel, and we'll upgrade this too, maybe even today. And now here we say inform objects in radius, they got hit by by explosion. So that's all I have to do. That's all I have to do to have a proper exploding barrel. I have to do a multi-sphere trace by channel. So in a sphere, I just send out rays everywhere and check everything around me. In a radius of 5 meters maybe. So 500 centimeters means 5 meters. And what's the start position? Well, the start position is get actor location. I want the center of the sphere to be exactly where the barrel is. And let's actually also debug for duration, and let's see what's going on here. And I saved, so let's actually debug. I go, I hit play, let's shoot it from afar. Bam. Okay, see the sphere and nothing hit, right? We didn't find anything. Or we found the ground actually. Okay, but now if I go inside, bam. Yeah, because it also detects the ground for some reason that I don't like. I'll have to filter the result and to check for the player. I'm also getting... Ah, okay. Okay. There's another problem. Now I'm doing it right. I have to use the location for the start and end as well. Yo, 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 Atomic Worm, welcome, welcome. Bine ai venit, vierme. There we go. Let's do it again, but now from close. Oops. Okay, there we go. I still have a problem with the collision on the barrel. The player can shoot above it. But we'll also fix that, no worries. Let's now filter the results of the sphere trace. So all these out hits go into an array. Ignore self. Actors to ignore. What should we ignore? I could build an array with all the objects that have the ground collision. I won't do that now yet. Okay, so these are the out hits. Let's do a for each loop. So all the out hits will go into an array. We'll break each hit, break hit result, and we'll check. Atomic Worm is still trying to win at Indie Club's giveaways. Yeah. You know, that's how he got me hooked. Is I won the first and second time I was in the stream and I took part in the giveaway. And afterwards I stopped winning, and now I know I won twice, so I want to go back and win again. It was of course just a fluke. I don't know, I don't think he was scripting them or anything, so come on. It was just a fluke, but it was such a fluke. Now I want to go back because I know I won twice in a row and I want to win again. Okay, let's check if the hit actor is the player. Top-down character. By Gerspa. I got it, Gerspa. Bye. Rest well, my friend. Ah, okay, that's why. Indeed. Okay, that's why. Okay, thanks for explaining it to me, my friend. At least now I know. At least now I know. Okay. So I won twice in a row because I was the only one in the... Okay. Okay. Okay, and cast top-down character. Let's just deal damage for now. Let's see if we can damage the player with the exploding barrel. That was a rhyme. Bye. Okay. Okay. I want to see what this is. What collision block all mouse. Okay. Is it hard to do those things I just did? No. This is all. This is everything I did. Atomic Worm, and I did it on stream, so it took me 10 minutes. Okay, it probably took me 20 minutes because I was yapping all the time. But if you have to learn how to do it. That's the only thing. But once you learn, it gets pretty fast and easy. Nice, Darion. Hello. First time to see an Unreal stream on Mixer. Well, glad you like it. Yeah, I was doing it in the creative part, so yeah. Atomic Worm is asking, can I explain what am I doing? Yes, sir, I can. So this is what's going on. We want to have our exploding... Hey, thanks for the follow, nice Darion. Thank you very much. So, since both you and Atomic Worm are pretty fresh into the stream, let's go over what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to have a barrel that when shot explodes. We'll add the explosion later. Right now we're focusing on also sending out a damage message to any player, troll or other barrel in its radius. So that's why I'm doing this blueprint where basically I tell the barrel it was hit. What's the story in our... Okay, times 4, okay. Okay, so I get a barrel hit event, which tells the barrel it was hit. I destroyed the visual component, this one, the actual barrel, and I do a multi-sphere trace by channel, which means I search in a sphere multiple times inside a radius. The radius is set to 5 meters, 500 centimeters, and then I take all the out hits I get, everything I've hit, I get out of that sphere trace, and I try to break them down to see for now. I break each hit result, and I try to see if for now I've hit or not at least the player, which is the top-down character. If I've hit the player, I deal damage to the player. But right now, I have a tiny little problem, which I can show you in a second. I have this problem. The sphere detects only a collision with the ground, because the radius of the sphere is exactly in the ground. So the first thing the the magical sphere that checks anything that checks if it hit anything, actually always detects it has hit the ground. So I will try to raise up that point a bit. Atomic Worm, I'd call it intermediate to advanced. I'd call it intermediate to advanced. I don't wanna minimize the task and to say, oh, this is something anyone can do, even a 3-year-old can do. But if you start studying Unreal and blueprints, I guarantee you that by the 2nd or 3rd week of working with blueprints, you probably will get to this part and you'll force yourself to understand this part. Okay, so what's going on right now? Again, the point is right in the ground, right? And I want to raise the point from where I start doing my checks a bit above the ground. And to do this, I will need to get the actor location of the barrel, which has its pivot point on the ground, and first break it up a bit and add a few centimeters to it on the vertical axis. So this is all good. I'll move it here, but the position at which the sphere starts and ends will be what will this be? Vector plus vector. I will add on which axis? How to quickly check your axis. So Nick says 150 IQ 3-year-old toddler can do it. Yes, definitely. Definitely. For breakfast, before having cereals, he starts doing some checks to see what objects are close to the barrel. I look here in the bottom corner, or I just select this object, but make sure when you're trying to do this by looking at objects, you have world space set here in the top of the screen. And basically I want to raise this point, imaginary raise this point a bit up on the blue axis, right? And then we go red, green, blue. So it's red, green, blue, which means X, Y, Z, right? So I go back to my blueprint and I know that I have to add on the Z, I don't know, 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters, and then plug this raised point at the origin of the sphere. When am I going to post all the lessons? Well, Worm, that's a very good question. I have to finish this course, this course's content, and then to record. My first thing to record is something which was also funded by Indiegogo. Indie Club Live is one of the backers from Indiegogo. So for those backers, I promised I'll first do a level design course. The level design course plays more on this kind of stuff, talking about game mechanics and setting easy and medium difficulties and combining them all together. But the plan is for the next courses to go more into this functional style of blueprint editing. My advice, especially if you're a beginner Atomic Worm, would be to start with level design, where you'll do some scripting and then work your way up to actually building your own functionality and blueprints. I might give you this advice because that's how I started, but also because I honestly think it's much easier to go that route. First do something nice, playable, and then evolve it. Okay, now I have the sphere tracing from a bit above and my lessons will be free. The level design course won't be free. The streams are free. So if you catch a new season, which will start pretty soon actually, I think we'll start the new season next week maybe, you'll be able to I'd say code along, but it's not code along. Blueprint along with us. So I still have to announce when the next season will start. We'll start with a first-person project, an FPS, not first-person shooter, a first-person puzzle and exploration adventure style game, and we'll start from scratch. We'll literally hit new project in Epic Games Launcher and start from there. So maybe you can join in from then and start blueprinting along. The streams are not free, you need to pay at the end. There would be a guy with the check waiting outside. Yeah, so the first time you exit the house, exactly as Indie Club says, there will be someone, a representative of levels and maps with a check. Atomic Orb, yes, you can do it along with me. The moment we start the next season, I recommend following us on Facebook. I don't know if I have the Facebook link somewhere here handy. Facebook levels and maps. There you go. There you go. Nick, we were just joking, man. Nobody's gonna wait for you outside with the check. So follow this Facebook, levels and maps, and I'll post there start date for the new season, where we switch to the first-person puzzle adventure exploration style game. And there I'm mostly talking a lot and doing a little, exactly, so you can also blueprint along with us. Season. Sorry if I was unclear and I maybe have said session. Season. I definitely meant season. No, Nick, I am not giving it for free. The level design course is and always will be paid. I'm talking about doing blueprints along with us for the content. That you can do. I mean, even now you could actually replicate everything I'm doing here. You wouldn't have the assets, but I plan to also do assets live. The level design courses will never be free. That's why I had the Indiegogo campaign, and that's why everyone who opted in the Indiegogo campaign managed to grab them at a very, very, very huge discount. Okay, so let's go back here. I want to break this end pin. I didn't really like this end pin that much. I want to see what's going on now when I shoot the barrel. I don't seem to get the raise properly. Okay, so I've got the start and what's going on here? I can't seem to get the trace right. I want to see how I've set it up with Dr. Drogi in the roll. Should I put them online? V for Vegeta, yeah. I actually liked Dragon Ball Z a lot. I actually like the entire Dragon Ball series a lot. I watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT. Those were nice, and Vegeta is really cool. Let's quickly check what's going on with the troll. Multi-sphere trace by channel. Okay, so we were doing the same thing. Something is wrong today, says Nick. Yeah, something is wrong today. You don't know Dragon Ball? Oh my! Oh my! You don't know Dragon Ball, Indy. I thought we were friends, man. Yeah, not bored. Something different happened today. It was a pretty nasty thing. I don't want to talk about it during the stream, but maybe I'll type it in the Discord at some point. Still not comfortable talking about it. Not bored, sad, and really tired and really sad. Anyway, let's go back to our barrel. I'm not getting the ending of the trace properly, and we might actually have that problem with the trolls as well. We'll have to debug them. Start, and you know what, let's also break this up a bit. And actually make it end at 100 centimeters above. Let's see what this gives. Trace complex, simplified collision, that's what we're looking for. Actors to ignore, I don't care about them yet. Okay, come on, let's try it one more time. Bam, there we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Bam. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. At least I'm getting the spheres right, but I'm still not hitting the player. And why am I not hitting the player? Ooh, well, visibility, camera. Let's trace by camera, not by visibility. Thank you very much, Indy. It actually helps a lot. Thank you very much. And it does help a lot. I can feel all those hugs, and thank you for the kind thoughts. Thanks. All your personalities. Okay. Okay. Nope, I'm still not hitting the player. Why am I not hitting the player? Trace color, trace hit color. Okay. Multi-sphere trace by channel. Out hits. Array element. If the hit actor was a top-down character, deal damage to the player. I want to see if I even get here. File and save, and let's play it again. I should now hit the breakpoint if it works. And it works. Okay. Okay. Oh, silly me. I was dealing 0 damage, folks. So always be careful and actually put in some damage. I'll go loco and put in 50 damage, right? So now we should see the player. I won't go full screen anymore because I want you to see the health bar in this corner as well. This health bar. So now when I hit the barrel, I should really get some damage. I got a lot of damage. It worked. It worked. Now the problem seems to be I'm getting damage more than once. More than once. Detroit. Completely Detroit. Completely Detroit. I'm getting a lot of... Okay, let's try 5 damage and see if it still kills the player. If it still kills the player, then I'm looping too many times and I have to do a 4 each loop with break. So again, next to the barrel. Yeah, okay. Okay, 4 each loop with break. So instead of doing a 4 each loop, you do a 4 loop with break. But why should I? I won't. No, I won't do a 4 each loop with break. This should work only once. Detroit component, if the barrel was hit. If the barrel was hit. Multi-sphere trace by channel. Start there. Radius 500. Not I'll just put it in the same place for now. I'll try it like this, and trace channel, I'll switch back to visibility. Compile and save. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, now it works. Or does it? Now I didn't deal the damage anymore. Okay, so when changing to visibility, I might not hit the top-down character anymore, and that's why I'm debugging with this breakpoint. Come on, come on. Okay, I've hit the top-down character. Let's press resume, but I'm not dealing any damage with the top-down character. Why is that? Incoming damage 50. We'll do 50 damage. Okay, and let's press play again. Bam, and bam. Okay, resume. So I am hitting the player, I'm just not dealing damage. Let's look a bit in the player's blueprint. I want to see what's going on there. Content, top-down CPP, blueprints, top-down. Deal damage to player and update HP bar. Trap deals damage. No, we need to do deal damage to player. Okay, deal damage to player. Okay. This function for some reason. Are you getting cold, my friend? Are you getting cold? Let's see if someone calls you or not. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm having some log issues here with brush bindings and whatnot, the yellow text behind my face, but it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, no worries. Let's test it out again. Bam! It hits the top-down character, so we know we're hitting him right. But it's not dealing damage. Oh, silly me. Because the cast is failing, it's not completing. Okay. Let's switch back to camera. And let's try it again. Trace channel, camera. Let's see if this works. I hit play, I go in here, bam. I hit the top-down character, I deal damage to the player. Okay, now it works. But then I hit the top-down character again, and I deal damage to the player again, and I hit the top-down character again, and that's why I'm killing the character when working by trace channel camera. So maybe I could just do here deal damage to the player with a do once. Let's try it like this. Do once. Bam. And we'll just do this once. Up. Perfect. And we'll deal damage to the player. Filed. Saved. Let's remove the breakpoints. And now, if I save, we should be up and running operational. There we go. Boink. And I just lost half of my life because of the barrel's explosion. I would dare to say it works. But now I would like the barrels to actually affect one another. So to hit the next barrel and to have even chain reactions like this. Let's see. I will also maybe add a delay. So you hit the barrel, it flames for a bit and then it explodes. So I would also add a delay here. Browse to asset, destroyable barrel, and I will add the delay before doing the whole explosion thing, like a 5-second delay or something. So if the barrel was hit, we start with a delay of half a second. They're not red with warnings on them. Yes, yeah, that's why I'm thinking about adding the delay, and we can definitely make them red indie. I would rather use them later in level design to do choreographies and chain reactions, but the random might also work to randomly decide if they explode or not. For now I want to try it with a delay, and while I have the delay, I would also like to add an FX to give you exactly the feedback until they explode. So particle system, let's add, let's call it barrel burning. So I want to show them as burning before exploding. Okay, you're the second person that thinks about rewards. So I will write this down. Okay, you know how it goes. When more and more people start thinking about the same thing, then that means most of your players will think about that thing, so go with the flow. So some barrels have rewards, okay. So you're thinking about having the reward barrel and the exploding one. Exploding barrel. Maybe the delay is the distance of the two objects. Alpha, I understand what you mean, propagating the explosion on a radius, and it's a good suggestion. I'm thinking of adding a static delay of 0.5 seconds, in which to also put like a particle effect on the barrel to show it like it's first starting to go on fire and then exploding. This way at least the player has a fair chance to react or at least understand what happened there. And I will just what's this tutorial particle system? Ah, perfect, we have a fire from the default content, I guess. The default content, I guess. Okay, we have a great particle here, and let's actually make it burn for a second. A second is the least we can do. So the barrel gets hit. Yes, Indy, and we'll actually do this. We'll actually do this in a second. So barrel burning, play. Wait. I want to make sure it doesn't play by default. So visible or manage auto activate. No, I don't want it to auto activate, and I want it to be activated. Activate. Like so. One red explodey, one golden rewardy, one neutral Schrödingery. I was thinking of having just a neutral Schrödingery because I have the chest which should always give rewards. So I have the chest, which you know is the golden rewardee. I was thinking of having brown, meaning random, it might be or it might not be a reward, and having the red always explodey. So, because I know for sure if I find the chest, I open it and it gives reward. See? So now, yeah, okay. So now I get the barrel to burn a bit. Approved. Okay, nice. I get the barrel to ship it. Yeah, ship it, put it on Steam. Let's make some money with it. call marketing. Tell them to start the ad campaigns. I will need to make them burn for at least 3 seconds. And the moment we explode, I will need to deactivate. I will need to deactivate. Deactivate the FX. I want them to be smoking a bit and then blam! Burning and smoking and then blam! Okay, come on, let's try it now. 3 seconds should be enough. You see it, bam, it burns, it does da, and then it should explode. I don't care about sounds at the moment. I do care about sounds at the moment, but with sounds, because they're rather easy to implement and it's more about searching the sound, I would rather do a full pass. But for the sake of our conversation, Nick, can you tell me the name of the website again? Where we can quickly grab a sound, and we'll actually put the explosion sound as well. What was it? You told me about it, Nick. Not no copyright sounds, because that's the YouTube channel, but the website Free Sounds. Okay, freesounds.org. No. Yeah, duh. But it wasn't .org. freesound.org. Yes. I'm logged in and I should search for explosion. The volume is low enough on your side. I will stop the music. I will filter by attribution because I want to give credits for the sound creators, but I want to be able to use them in a commercial project, and I will hit play. Ow. That was loud. That was loud even for me. Okay. I will try to limit the sounds as much as possible. Sorry, if you don't have any more eardrums, sorry. Let's play it again though. Okay. This has a lot of echo, it's too complex. Maybe this one. No, because it sounds like a nuke. Distant bombing, clean explosion. It was loud only for me. I'm glad it was loud only for me then, and I didn't deafen my viewers. Fun explosion. Ah, okay, now you can't hear stuff. Okay, I'll set it back. This one. These are distant explosions, all of them. What about this one? About the fire sound, I really don't care now because you already have the visual feedback. I would like to add the sound of the explosion to give it at least the feedback so people know when it exploded until I put in the chunks and the explosion FX. Let's check out the impact. There we go. There we go. This sounds perfect. It's short and it actually sounds like, okay, it says impact explosion on a metal surface. I'll play it a bit louder, but check this out, folks. Sounds like a barely... I like this one. How do I download you? Download. And yep. And okay. Builds, isometric RPG, content, sounds, new folder, worldly objects. What? It's not wave? It is wave. It says it's wave. It should work and Unreal should see it. Import. Content, sounds, worldly objects. There. Ooh. Okay. What am I not? It's not a wave. Audacity. Audacity to the rescue. File, open. So you can. No, it depends on how they put the source file, but indeed it does. It still doesn't load right. So I'll just put it through Audacity, sounds, worldly objects. It does say wave sound, so I can see it here and I can play it. Brace yourselves. So I can play it. It's way too long. I don't want it to be that long, and you know what? I'll just stop it. Here. So from here to the end, I'll just cut it. We'll make it shorter. Maybe even shorter. Perfect. This is short enough. And let's export as wave file. Worldly objects, barrel explosion. Oh, Sleepcore, no you didn't. No you didn't, my friend. All is good. All is good. We're just downloading today. We're creating exploding barrel today to use to add more flavor to our level design. You didn't miss that. Okay, and now it loads well. Weird. And let's see. Perfect. We have the explosion. Let's add it in the destroyable barrel. After we hide the visible barrel, I will call this destruction choreo for visible barrel, because here I will put a sequence actually. Sequence. And I will also play a sound, but I won't play a sound. I'll first make a sound cue. Remember? Sound cue called SC barrel explosion. And in it, I will just drag my sound and add that variation so it doesn't sound the same all the time. Between the actual sound, we'll add a modulator which does pitch 0.8, pitch max 1.1. Let's get together and play this sound. Right click and create sound cue on the sound. Okay, that's nice to know. Nice to know. Thank you very much, Nick. I'll definitely try this one. So let's play the cue a few times. I'm decreasing the pitch too much. Because pitch max was 0.1, sorry, 1.1. 1.1, Victor. Yeah, good enough, good enough. I do get some variation. No, not good enough. Let's put it on 0.9. Save. And let's play it a few times. Okay, now it sounds a bit randomy, but it doesn't slow down that much. Okay, I have the SC barrel explosion, right? Now back in the barrel's blueprint, I play sound at location. The sound is, of course, SC underscore barrel with double R, and the location is get actor location. Get actor location, boink. There we go. Now we should hear. Nice. 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 Okay, but now I want it, after it explodes, to set off the next barrel, which will set off the next barrel to have that nice chain reaction we were talking about. And for that, we should probably not. I'll add another pin, and I will. Yeah, let me just clean up here a bit. So this goes from here, this goes from here. Let's select the choreo, and let's link it like this. And let's break this link. Okay, so here I do the choreo, and here I do the sphere trace by channel. If I hit the character, I deal him damage only once. For some reason, I'm probably hitting him on multiple body parts, I guess, for each loop. Okay. So I cast a top-down character, and I only do once. And in the loop body, I could maybe do a sequence. Yes, I should do a sequence. Boink. So I cast a top-down character. If it's the character, I do once and I deal damage to the player. But I could also cast two barrel, destroyable barrel. And if the hit actor is of type destroyable barrel, then I tell that barrel to do barrel hit. Let's try this one, shall we? So now we should have the chain reaction on these three barrels. Let's try it out. I'll go full screen because we don't necessarily need to see the player's health, and let's see what's going on now. Bam! And it detonated the other one. Bam! And it detonated the other one. Bam! Nice. You know what? You know what? I want to do this for longer and longer. Now, Indie Club Live said that we could maybe turn this barrel into two versions and maybe randomly decide what kind of version we're talking about. Magic, yeah. I want to see if I have time to... Yeah, okay. So even if I hit the barrel from up close, I still have time to exit its radius. That's why I added the delay with the fire there. Because sometimes maybe you make a mistake. Nice. Nice. But you don't necessarily want to be punished for it. So that's why I added the burning and smoking delay. So you have time to Okay, you made a mistake, but you still have time to react and get out of the radius of the explosion. It's a bit more fair for the player. Maybe this kind of game would suit more the casual or average player. I wouldn't necessarily need the smoking part in a hardcore player oriented game where you want to punish every move. For instance, in the project Nick and I are working on, mostly Nick is working on, I'm there just to give him a few advices here and there. He's doing all the hard lifting, all the heavy lifting. There you don't necessarily need to be that slow and that clear to explain to the player all the time what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, to give him time to react and so on. You don't have to be that careful with the player. It's not the kind of genre, it's not the kind of niche where you should do that. Okay, we now have it exploding. But, dear friends, because Tony is a great artist, not an average one, but a great one, I did speak a bit with him about the barrel. And I did ask him to give me sources, not only for the barrel, but also for the barrel remains. And let's see how it looks like. There we go. So after we, Le Barel, yes, a great Romanian artist, yes. So after we destroyed the barrel, for some reason, that's how I think about stuff, but maybe it's just me, I would still like to keep something on the ground that looks like this, like a fragmented, so the bottom of the barrel somehow magically didn't disappear magically. So I will also export this file, export FBX. Yes, and we have more ideas coming up, Slipcore. Just you wait. Just you wait. So in the barrel, I would like to export the barrel remains. But I also asked him, where are they, the sources? I also asked him to give us a few shards like this. So we could also throw parts of the barrel. Yes, of course, I was thinking about explosive barrels before you told us. I wasn't thinking of implementing them during the stream, or at least not implementing them to this extent, because I was thinking of doing a bit more level design oriented stuff during the stream, and just having, you know, like a placeholder functionality for the barrel. But if viewers enjoy it and I still need it for the base content in the Isometric RPG, I just go with the flow, right? So thanks. I was supposed to do that anyway, so it's not like a problem, like, oh no, you messed up my plans. I wasn't hoping to do this today. I had to do it sometime anyway. So I have this barrel chunk, and let's export FBX barrel shard 1. For now, for now, let's try just projecting one of these barrel shards when the barrel explodes, and then we'll export 2 more portions and throw those around too. So here I want first of all to import my changes. Yes, import all, and and one more, import all here. Okay, so let's see what went down with the barrel content, static meshes. props, barrel. So barrel remains and barrel shard. There they are, nice and pretty. I would like though to make the barrel remains look black, not brown, because after an explosion you kind of think, although the remains are here, they turned to ash, maybe, or an ashy burnt style of wood. Also, let's throw one of these out of the exploding barrel. So where's my blueprint? There you are. So in the destruction choreo for visible barrel. Oh, JW just subscribed. Well, thank you so much, man, for the subscribe. Let me guess, you're coming in from either Mixer or YouTube. Sorry, I can't see that right. But I know if we display that zombie GIF, I don't necessarily like. It's a bug in the system and you're not coming from Twitch. But anyway, welcome. Sorry for the GIF. It's not the proper one. I'm glad you like the stream. So we destroy the component barrel intact. We play a sound at the location, and here could add a static mesh component called barrel. No, let's create it dynamically. Let's create it dynamically. Add that YouTube. Nice, JW. Add static mesh component. What are we gonna call it? We are gonna kind of... Ah, okay. No worries, man. No worries. Oh, yeah. Nice. If I'm not mistaken, and if my memory serves me right, what I'm doing now is very much up your cup of tea, not necessarily my cup of tea. The whole scripting of behavior for entities in the world, if I'm not mistaken and my memory serves me right. Barrel remains. Let's just save it here for now. Let's put on the barrel remains itself more like a technical designer, if I remember right. So JW is more like systems design at a studio in Seattle. Yeah, okay. So systems design as in programming systems design or as in blueprinting systems design? At a studio in Seattle. Okay, now. This one has to be real instant. Black. I have a black? No, I don't have a black. Now I don't have a black, but I'll do a black right now. We need a black burnt material. Materials, use variations. Ash. I do have the ash, but I don't like the ash. Blueprint, heavy game system. Ah, okay, yeah. So what I'm doing now is definitely your piece of cake, your cup of tea, your specialty. Nice, good to have you here. If I stray, let me know. Okay, I have this material called diffuse solid, but I just can't live just with this one. So I would like to duplicate this one, call it material world diffuse, and I want to call it material ash. And check this out, folks. Check out what we're gonna do now. We're gonna quickly do an ash material, starting from our existing one. Let's just make it black. And you know what? We might not even use we might not even Okay, we're gonna use this, and let's put on the emissive color a noise, bam, which will give us simplex texture based, not a problem, scale 0.2. Okay, but I want other colors, so I will have to linear interpolate, and this to be only the alpha, and put it in here. And the A and B break links, this will be promote to parameter, but I don't want you to be that kind of parameter. I want you to be a vector constant vector 3. There we go, black. And I want you to be red. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, folks. So I'm creating an ash-like material, right? Alt plus left click on the node. Alt plus left click on the node. Alt plus left click on the node. Okay. Okay, what am I supposed to get? To break the link? Is this? Yes, I'm breaking the link. Okay, Alt plus left click. Thank you very much, Nick. Now I know. Now I know. Okay. Output min and max. Let's try 0.5. No. We'll try 1 here, and we'll try minus 0.3 here. I'm trying to get lesser red, more black. 0. 0.5. Sharpen Lua. Ah, okay. For RPGs or MMOs working in French. Ah, yeah, okay. So basically, you have the job I had for while I was at Ubisoft for quite a few projects, because I was technically because you are developing the game loops. Sorry, I didn't have that job. I had the technical director job, which was scripting what a person like you would invent. So you'd invent mechanics, and I would have to script them and talk with programmers to get functionality for my scripting to work. But you're also developing you're designing them, right? You're actually thinking about how to balance and how many bottles to give and stuff like that. HP bottles and whatnot, rewards. Yes, Atomic Worm, of course I did. I worked for quite a while. That's how I met Indy. That is how I met Indy. Design over development, yeah. Yeah, because you're implementing, changing parts, then changing the design, then re-implementing, testing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Atomic Worm. Class, spells, conditions, damage, among other things. Okay. So you're more on the on the actual gameplay mechanics, like what the player uses during the actual game. Bye, Indy. See you next time, and rest well, my dear friend. And bye, Indy. Yeah. Okay. This is still too ashy and too burnt, which I don't necessarily like. What if... No worries, Roberto. What if I do 1 minus here? Plug it in like this. Still not getting a good result. Okay, let's edit the noise properly. So I want it to be texture based gradient. Yes. Output min. 0.5. But this isn't for a level designer. Okay, Croatia won. Cool. So everyone will be happy and ecstatic when we go out with the bicycles. That's great. Thanks, Cindy. So, Nick, it's not being a level designer and knowing how to do programming language. That's the position I held while doing that was called the technical director for level design. And it's just because as a level designer, I had a bigger inclination towards scripting and the technical aspect. I naturally transitioned towards being a technical director for level design. 0.1. I'm just trying to get the ash material right. 0.03. Okay, this looks already better, but I have too much ash and too little material, if you'd like. So 0.9. No. 1.5. There we go. This starts to look better. 1.4. No. 1.2. 0.9. Okay, I'm getting somewhere, but I want it to be gray, not brown, because that's how ash looks like, right, folks? Too gray. And for level design scripting, blueprints is different than coding. Yes, somehow. Yes, ash is gray. Somehow, Nick. So when I first started making video games 12 years ago, the scripting wasn't visual, at least not at the company I started working with, Fun Labs. It was done in Lua, so it was a bit closer to what you would call as coding. And now you made me learn. Okay, so if you actually learned how to do this, which is super easy, I'm glad for you. If not, we can go through it step by step, at least for this part, to give you this nice noise here. But so tell me if you learned it already or if you want to learn it. And if you want to learn it, just install Unreal Engine and start blueprinting along. 343 still uses Lua for all their scripting. Yeah, of course, JW. There are a lot of big companies who still use Lua, because if all their employees know already how to script and they're long-standing employees, then of course, why should they switch? Why should they change? You usually see visual style scripting in companies where they have a big churn rate, where they burn through employees, because it's much easier to pick up blueprints rather than scripting. Unreal is a difference because it's an openly usable engine, so that's why they implement something that's easy to pick up for everyone. Okay, so this kind of looks like ash. I don't like the specular here, and I'll decrease it to 0. So check this out. I just decreased the specular, so now it doesn't shine anymore, because ash doesn't shine. Graphite actually has a very low specular value. I'll try 0.1 though, just to give it a bit of shine here, a bit. Actually 0.05. Okay. So what do you need for Ubisoft at the moment? Nick, exactly what you are doing, my friend. Your project, just the way you're doing it, will definitely land you a job as a level designer. I'm sure about it. I have no doubt. If you complete your project, you might go in as a level designer, not necessarily for Ubisoft. I'm already considering you could land the job as a level designer any way you want to. Pluralsight is a great resource for learning soft skills. Have a lot of things for blueprints as well. Yeah, of course, of course. Pluralsight is more oriented towards the corporate style education rather than Udemy, who I feel is more for casual style education. And don't worry about it, Nick. I really love engaging with you folks and talking about it. And today is a bit of a slow day. Atomic Worm is now installing Unreal Engine 4. Nice, because sometime next week, I'm guessing on Wednesday, or even not next week, but the week after, we will start a project from scratch, a first-person puzzle adventure game. So you can start blueprinting along with us as we go. And by the way, because I see there are a lot of people in the channel right now, and thank you so much for watching this, punch that follow button or that subscribe button, depending on your platform, if you want to hang out with us again and start working the project from scratch as soon as we announce the new season of this stream. Okay, we now have an ash material. We need to find the barrel remains. Oh, the poor barrel remains, and put here the ash material. Gaming. Nice. Nice, Slipcore. Nice. And here we'll do metal. Okay, so now it kind of looks as it was burnt by the explosion. Now we need to go in the blueprint for the destroyable barrel and just add this static mesh component, compile, save. Will automatically save anyway, but I'm very obsessed with saving all the time. And let's see what happens now. So I have time to shoot it and get out of the way. There we go. Ooh, I'm detonating it twice. That's not good. That's not good. I'm detonating the barrel twice. The ash looks awesome. Thank you very much. It's just a cheap trick using emissive so it glows a bit. But I did notice I have a bug. So I will have to add a state boolean. I learned this one from Nick. This is a trick I learned from Nick. State destroyed, which is a boolean. By default, it is set to not being state destroyed. And if the barrel gets hit, I activate the barrel burning and do everything there. And I also set it to the state destroyed, right? So the first time it gets hit, it goes into state destroyed. And I will just do here a branch that checks if state destroyed is set or not. If it's not set, then I set it to state destroyed. If it is set, I don't do anything about the barrel anymore. This way, I bulletproof not having the barrel exploding over and over and over again, even after it got destroyed. So let's try it out again. Let's get out, run. There we go. Now they don't activate anymore. One by one. Bam! I also have another problem. Right now I'm taking away half of the player's life with a single barrel explosion. And I stood between two exploding barrels, so that chipped my HP to 0 in a single frame. Not cool, bro. So I decreased the damage they deal, and now feeling brave, I'm actually shooting one and standing right in front of it. See? Not that bad anymore. I got some damage, but not way too much damage. Let's open the chest, we get some health potions, and we're good to go. Bam. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, now we have the basic burning barrel. I'm getting some errors here. in the output log. It's not that bad. It's on the HUD from the chest. We're not gonna fix it now. It's not that bad. I shall hashtag fix it after the stream or in the next one, because we'd stray away from the barrel. Let's throw barrel chunks now. So I have the barrel shard on which yes, we can do that too, and yeah, it would make sense to damage the trolls. Ash, material ash, and metal. There we go. Save, and let's spawn this. Yes, sleep core. It damages me already, so I'm cool. It damages me. I would really go turbo extreme with it. And I'll actually try this. Physical. I'm trying to set some physical properties for this shard, so I can throw it around and bounce it around with physics. Customized collision, walkable stuff, mesh, transform, miscellaneous, navigation. Maybe not from here. Okay, let's try it from the blueprint directly. So destroyable barrel. I do the destruction choreo for visible barrel, and let's also inform objects in radius they got hit by explosion. So we'll move all of this here, and let's also do a pin here that will go to not static mesh, physical. What kind of meshes can I own here? Static mesh, no. Spline mesh, procedural, posable, MR mesh, instanced, custom mesh, skeletal mesh. So I can add it as a static mesh. Nick is asking me for how long I will be streaming. I'm thinking half an hour more at most, because afterwards, as usual, we do the bicycle ride. Atomic Worm's Unreal Engine is almost at 50%. All right, buddy. All right. Maybe you could try doing a simple material first. Maybe we should get you started with a material. This way you get a quick win and you get to see it, and it's nice for you. You start feeling a bit confident about Unreal, and you'll see it's not witchcraft or anything. This is a static mesh. Physics. Simulate physics. Mass in kilograms. How many kilograms would a chunk of a barrel have? 1. Okay. Ignore radial impulse. Ignore radial force. Apply impulse on damage. Start awake. Center of mass offset. 1. Yeah, I also went with 1 atomic worm. Florinel, you have some heavy kappa barrels there, friend. Okay. I'm thinking of where to add the force. So force, do I have this? Add force, of course we do. Add force at location, barrel intact. Bam. Okay. How much is weighing steel barrels? Yes, indeed. How much force should we add? 10, 10, 10 at location. Guess what? We'll get the root location right here at this location, and compiled, saved, and let's see if we have chunks flying around. Sorab, you are new to Unreal Engine 4. Nice, my dear friends. We're gonna have so much fun working the new project together then and blueprinting along. Let's see if this works. Do we have a chunk flying? No. We have a chunk standing. I don't think I'm adding enough force, maybe? Maybe? Let's see what's going on here. And my bulletproofing state, if it falls and it sets, then it doesn't. Project is fun too. Yes, Nick, it is, but they're starting too late with it, so they didn't build the rest of the project with us, so it would be very hard for them to blueprint along with us if they don't have all the functionality. Thank you very much, Sorab. I'm glad you like them. Thank you. Okay, so let's add more force. 1,000. I don't know what I'm adding here or how the force gets, but it's a static mesh, folks. But it's set to movable. Okay, mass, gravity, mode, default. Ignore radial impulse, ignore radial start awake. Generate wake. Okay, come on, let's try it again. Filed and saved. And boom. Run, run. Okay. I'm first adding this. I'm first adding this and then applying the force, and maybe that's the problem. That I'm first adding the barrel chunk. You know what? I'll try to add it at a higher position to see what's happening. So relative transform between the new component and the attached parent. Let's Nick, I don't know if that force would affect the player too, but I will do, I will just put the barrel chunk for now 80 centimeters higher than the barrel. At least I want to see it all, maybe, if its physics is actually enabled. Or wait, maybe, wait a second, maybe we need to actually enable the default. It is movable. It is movable. Physics should update physics volume. Whether or not the cached physics volume this component overlaps should be updated when the component is moved. It shouldn't do that necessarily. Or should it? We'll find out pretty soon. Should update physics volumes. It shouldn't. I just want it to update itself, not to update the physics volume. Custom sleep. Okay, come on. Let's see it just falling for now. If I see it at least falling through the world now, we know it works. So run, we shot it. In case you are wondering why we don't see that barrel shard anymore, I think now it kind of works and the force is way too big. I'm pretty sure now it works and the force is too big. Let's see. And if it does work now, I'll explain what actually happened. Okay, come on. Baby steps. Let's not add force. Let's add a static mesh component just at the increased location and see what happens. And I'll then explain how I got to this chain of thought. I'm not seeing the component anymore at all. Check me. Ah, there they are. There they are. Why are they falling through the map? Hit play again. Shoot it. No, 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 it's executing, but it's weird. Look, there they are. Boom. And they go like whoop. Boom. They go like whoop. X, Y, Z, and I did say 80. X, Y, Z, 80. Relative transform. Attach static mesh component. Get the actor location is of self. Manual attachment. Manual attachment. What does manual attachment do? Yeah, looks beautiful. Yeah, but the physics works. At least we give it this much. The physics works. Okay, manual attachment it is. There we go. And the physics works. And now we put the force back in. Bring back the force. Yeah. Add force at location, and not on barrel intact, but on what we added. And let's try a force of 10 to see if the chunk flies or not. And I'll then explain how I debugged mentally and how I managed to understand what was going on. Yeah. The force of 10 is very small, but now the chunks are kind of falling from time to time. Okay, let me explain what's going on. And I'll try to draw as usual in Photoshop. So, the first attempt I had with spawning the barrel was okay, so force has to have a lot of digits. Yeah, I did that earlier, but it didn't work, and I'll put back to 10,000 or something the force. But now let me explain why it didn't work the first time. So we had the barrel burnt base, and I was adding the static mesh component at the position of the pivot of the barrel. So I had red, I had green here. This is the pivot of the barrel actor itself, right? Red, green, and blue. The chunk I was adding, and let's put it here, whoop, 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 was getting added with geometry touching the static chunk that stays in place. And because it was touching, I was then activating the force with a lot of digits and getting no result because they were already touching and it was locking in place there. Now, my trick, my mischievous trick, was to add the barrel chunk just a tad bit higher. This way, it doesn't touch with the static part anymore, and now when we apply a lot of force with bazillions of digits, we move it around. Atomic Worm will start slow. I'll explain through everything, and you will find in 2 or 3 months from now, not a lot of stuff here is complicated. Don't worry about it. I would recommend starting with some basic tutorials from Epic's page for now until we start the new season. Again, yes, forces and the friction and this kind of topics are a bit heavier, on the brain, but don't be afraid of them. Do not ever be afraid of them. We can explain them and you will understand. It will take you some time though, so don't expect that you'll turn into an Unreal guru overnight, but put some effort into it for... Oh yeah, oh yes, Nick, yes. Nick said it best. If you start at 15, by the time of 20, you will be a god. 5 years of experience with Unreal Engine blueprinting, dude, you'll know everything. AIs, physics, navigation, everything. Everything. Okay. Force. Let's add gazillions of force. 1000, 1000, 1000. Filed, saved, played. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It works. It works. Nice. So the force, as Lipcore said, needs a few more zeros. So 10,000. 10,000. Thank you very much. But I started 12 years ago to work as a professional, and I started at about 15 years old working with 3D Studio Max. So that's why I seem like a god. But it's nothing more than practice. Nice. Nice, they're rotating. Bam! Okay, now let's add random force. So let's add a bit of randomness to the force. So make vector. And of course he's a Sarmale eater. Not new var, sorry. He is a Sarmale eater. Most of us here are Sarmale eaters, and by the end of this year, it is my goal to convince Slipcore to cook his own Sarmale. Random float. No, random float in range. The last disciple, yes. 10,000 to 15,000. Hey, Slipcore, help me out with this one. I usually use 3 different random floating range with the same range, because this way I am super sure I generate a random in each range. I have the following question. If I were to connect this to all 3 pins, would each pin call a different variable in this range, or would this range random only once and then feed the result in 3 input pins? Yes, okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. Thank you. Thanks. That's what I thought. That's how I was doing it since forever. But I don't remember the exact moment when I discovered this or the reason. It's just something I used to do. Just wanted to make sure. Nice. 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 Cool. Cool. We made a mess here, folks. We made a mess. Okay. Now let's add 2 more barrel remains. So barrel shard 2. And you know what? I will not export the collision. And I will try to make a simplified collision inside Unreal for this. File, export, FBX, just selected objects. Just the selected objects. File, export, FBX. In the barrel, just the selected objects. And I will export the FBX. And barrel shard 3. Gladly, Atomic Worm, gladly. Bucharest is a very big, loud, noisy city. I moved to a 700,000 inhabitant city, and I'm not going back to big cities like Bucharest, man. I'm not going back. Too much noise. Nice, nice. În județul Hunedoara. Județul Hunedoara. I should probably not be singing that. Import and import. Okay. So now I have these shards, and here I will try to display the simple collision and try to auto generate collision, asset, re-import, and try to get something like this, which is a better collision for the physics. It will bounce better. Barrel shard 1, barrel shard 3, collision, simple collision. Let's delete this one. Let's auto generate collision, and let's re-import. Looks like I'll have to re-export the first shard. File, export, FBX, selected objects, barrel shard 1. Sarmalele are all around the country, yes. Sarmale! Sarmale all around the country. Okay, this also looks better, and this looks better. Let's also place materials on this one. This should be the metal. This should be ash. Saved. And let's also get ourselves shard 2. Edit this one. Bye, Sorab, and thank you so much for staying up so late with us. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know we did, and we enjoyed your company. So, bye. Come on. Let's edit this one too. Theme. No, not metallic, but metal. This one. And this one should be ash. And the collision auto-generated, and we should look at it, and we should re-import it. Okay, now let's see how this barrel will bone the chunks and have them flying around. So here we add these static meshes. And you know what? let's actually make a function, folks. It's time for us to make a function because this will get real messy real fast. So this whole add force at location, I will make in a new function called add force for barrel chunk. Okay, and when this add force for barrel chunk is called, I will need first of all to ask it on who do I need to apply it. So we'll call it barrel chunk name. Function time. Yes, this will be of type static mesh component, and it will just add force at the location. So now I'm turning this add force at the location in a generic function that works with whatever we pass it. And now in the main blueprint here we just call I can also put it on a target. Yeah, okay, barrel chunk name. Right click and press collapse. Thank you, Nick. Now I know. Okay, now I know. Let's see if this actually works. Let's see if this actually works. It works beautifully. Okay, now I still need to create 2 more parts. And where should I? And I'll start a sequence that does another sequence that creates the parts one by one. Yeah. Of course, I could make another function that adds parts. Why not? And actually, you know what? I won't do a sequence here. No, no, no. I won't do a sequence here. I will do a for loop. Not a door loop, but a for loop. If you need me, give me a shout. I am playing a loud game. No worries, Sleepcore. No worries. I think we are solid. I just survived creating a function. We should be solid and have fun with your game. Actually, we'll look in Discord to see what game you're playing. Okay, okay, that's so cliche. So cliche. Thank you, thank you. Let's do a select here. And based on the index, option 1, 2, and 3, and here, this will be promoted to variable. So we'll just put it here. Target. Yep. Yep. Not actor, but static mesh. Change variable type. Filed. This is weird. Oh, now I broke my select. Select. Ah, because here I'm asking about the target. Static mesh component. Add component. add to static. Okay, so I can't do it as I was hoping. Yeah, I can't do it with a loop. So I'll have to go and do it with the sequence as I originally set my mind. Sequence. There are some things which are elegant and some things which are not that elegant. This is one of those things that isn't that elegant. So this is the first chunk, right? Then we have the second chunk, which we'll call this. Should be able to okay. Okay, a bit messy, but we'll just live with it. I might have just opened the C++ instance. Yes, Atomic Worm. Now you have to start a new project. I would recommend starting a project of type blueprint and actually try first person. For now, for today, if you just hit play and you're able to play in your first project as it comes, you have already done progress. Believe it or not. Okay. Okay, so I'm adding the 3 chunks and calling the function to give them a bit of oomph. Spawning 3 chunks and calling the function to propel them. Atomic Worm, no, you do not need C++. We'll work only with blueprints. You won't need C++. I would, however, make you and advise you not to fear C++ that much. I feared C++ for a long time, and now I'm starting slowly but steadily to become somewhat friends with him. Somewhat friends with him. Okay, let's compile everything, let's save, and let's play it. If this works, and it should work. Nice! Nice! Let the barrels hit the floor. Woo! Yes. But now we have the following problem. The chunks stay on the ground and they affect the navigation. So if I go in console and say show navigation, you can see how the chunks cut the ground. So I will have to make them disappear after some time. Yes, Nick. Yes, yes. Very good. Very good call. So I will, in the add force for barrel chunk, I will give it a delay, but I can't do delays here. Outputs. Barrel chunk name. Output. Perfect, Atomic Worm. I would say that for your first day, you're already using Unreal now and you have a functioning project. I will send you a few tutorial links to get you started, and let's see how you start from there. By the way, join this Discord, Atomic Worm, if you're there already. Sorry, my bad. Atomic Worm, yes, you're there already. And I'll send you some Discord, some links through Discord, just to get you started and to do some basic stuff in Unreal, to get you warmed up. Okay, I have the following problem. I need, after that function, to create another function at some point, but for now I'll just make it disappear. So I'll just destroy component. What component? This one. Ah, okay. I don't need to create a function, and I need to add a delay. So delay 1 second maybe. After 1 second. Let's try it like this. Up, and I'll just up. So up, up, and up, and up. So I want the chunks to disappear after about 1 second, so they don't affect or influence the navigation. Also, I will create a single variable to hold the chunk disappear duration. Florinel, nice, thank you so much for noticing and for saying that. Nick is asking why I can't use delay in functions. The reason why I think they bulletproofed not to use delay in functions, Nick, is exactly this, what I did here. Because I have a function which has an input and an output. So in the main event graph, I'm conditioning something behind the function based on what's going on in the function. And I think they don't want us to have delays in there, so we don't get confused and start debugging like crazy why something on the right side of the function here doesn't work anymore. Because we'd probably go like, why doesn't this work? Because it's on this side, and we'd start debugging in here, when in fact in here we would just have a timer and it would actually work, but it would work after some time. So that's why I think they protect the functions and don't allow us to have timers in there. I'm pretty sure if you ask this question in the Discord group, Flipcore would probably give you his view as a programmer, why you can't use timer in functions, delays in functions. Okay, now they disappear, but they disappear maybe a bit too fast, So I will see how I created a single variable here called chunk disappear duration. Now I can just edit this, put it on 2, and we are done. Let's see how this looks like. Save everything, and hit play. Beam. La 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 la. Bam! Now it blows up and it disappears. Nice. Ooh. I like it because the chunks actually impact me as well. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Flipcore says you have to use macros if you want to use delays. It is, I think, because internal things use functions like HUDs. Oh yeah, also because of that, because a lot of parts of the project use functions, not just the silly blueprints, the silly style of blueprints we're building here. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, one more thing. Let's deal damage to the troll, Let's deal damage to the troll. Do-da. Hey. So in the destroyable barrel, I will also cast the hit actor to, yes, links on Facebook, because you don't have Discord on my phone. Okay, did you message me on Levels and Maps? So message me please on this one, Facebook Levels and Maps, and I will text you from there. Message me on that one and I will text you from there. No problem. Okay. Let's cast this one to cast to PP roll to char troll. And if it is a char troll, then we'll have to do hit on him. No, not get HP. Damage. Take damage. Boom. And the incoming damage, because I have 2 of them, I will also promote to variable and call this the default explosion damage. Good night to you, to Atomic Worm. Glad I stirred up your interest in Unreal Engine. I'm pretty sure you'll do great things with it in the future. Let's try a bigger damage. 20. File and save. Let's try this one now. Come on. This should work, folks. This should work. Where are you? Roll. Bam! I got him. So I just killed the troll with the exploding barrels. I increased a bit the damage to deal 20 health point damage, but it's pretty okay. Nice. Okay, folks. I couldn't possibly just leave things as they are. So I will browse to this asset. I will open a recent level, example difficulty. I will remove this, and for now just put a few barrels here and there. My hard drive is, my Unreal is starting to be real slow and really slow. But just by adding a few barrels here and there, you should be able to have some fun with it. Okay, you know what? I'll actually add them here too. For now, when the trolls shoot them, nothing will happen, but we'll fix that in Monday's episode. So I've added a few of them here, and just to keep things fun and exciting for everyone, I will also add a few of them here. You know what? I'll do this. I'll do this, and I'll do this. Yes. So I'll basically force you to shoot the barrels, so then you get a few health potions, so you understand how the barrels work. Saved. And now I will, as always, package the project. And once it's packaged, I'll upload it to our Google Drive and share the link with everyone. Is zone all done on terrain, or is it BSP? It is done in, so this one is done on portions of geometry, just scaled boxes. The background is separate chunks of terrain. Separate chunks of terrain. I have one here, and I think I have an extra one maybe here. After those two will explode. Good question. Good question, Nick. Yes, I will be able to do that if on the static mesh, on this static mesh component, I disable the collision. No collision. Compile and save. And you know what? Since we are at fixing stuff, let's also fix level 2 has a bug because we don't put the spawn point where it should be at the start. Let's get this spawn point and move it here. Yes, yes, nice save, Nick, nice save. I'm a bit tired. It was a bit rough around the edges for me and Irina. But yeah, thanks, nice save, bro. So now I also place the spawn point here, and something we noticed after introducing collision on the rocks is that in this one, for these objects, all of these, I do not want them to have collision at all. Save current. It's a fix for now. And now we package the project. Bing, bang, package the project, Windows 64, select the folder. I will go to the project, package project. I'll delete these difficulty proposals because we don't need to distribute it with the build anymore. I will locate my Google Drive already. Drive. Okay. There we go. I will also maybe turn back the music on because we stopped the music when we were testing the sound. Okay, music is back. Okay, and here we'll just add the build once it's done. Okay, build is done. Let's zip it. I will call it June 15th. I will call it June 15th, although it is, at least for some of us, June 16th already. But we started the show on June 15th, so let's keep it at June 15th. June 15th, and we will grab it, build, bam. So if you like what you see, punch that follow or subscribe button. If you didn't do that already, we're gonna be distributing this very soon. Florinel has a very good question. Will this game be on Steam or something like that? Sorry if I said that already. No, I didn't say that already, or I wasn't that specific about it. At this moment, I do not plan on releasing the game or the assets on Steam. If, however, any of the students that gets the level design course and gets all the assets and all the already built functionality makes a nice level design progression through this fantasy world and still upgrades the project, changes the main character, etc. I fully encourage him to put it on Steam as well and to commercialize it and to sell it. That's why we rebuilt. That's why we built from scratch all the game assets, models, everything, so you can do whatever you want with them commercially, sell them, do whatever you want. There are still the attribution rules for the sounds, as in you'll have to mention in the credits the sources for the sounds, but other than that, feel free to do whatever you want with it. initially we tried purchasing a content pack from Unreal Marketplace, but that wouldn't have allowed us to distribute the content pack with the level design course. So that's why we started building our own models for the course. And that was a bit of a bump and a bit of a delay, but we're getting there. I hope Nick and me, or mine and Nick's game, mostly Nick's game, with which I'm also helping, will get on Steam. I hope we'll put that game on Steam, the game I also played in this stream, on Steam sometime this summer. So by autumn I hope we'll put it on Steam. That one I really do hope we'll put it on Steam. If Nick says it will be on Steam, it will be on Steam. I love it, Nick. That's the spirit, that's the attitude. Yeah, so it will definitely be on Steam. One minute left. We're slowly uploading. I hope we're not stuck or something. Internet, can we upload it? Internet, are you okay, Internet? Internet, are you okay? This seems to be stuck somehow. I'll just hit cancel and I'll re-upload it. I don't think I ran out of storage space. It says here I didn't. 8 minutes left. Come on, Google. Don't mess with us, Google. It looks fun. Thank you very much, Pixel Chick. If you stand by for a bit more, we'll actually distribute the link from the build folder, and you can grab it and unpack it and play it yourself. Yes, Nick, I do have to pay the 5% fee to Epic if I publish the course. I honestly do hope I will sell enough with the course in order to actually pay that 5% fee. I still have to do some reading up on that. I did not reach yet, not even with the Indiegogo campaign, the funding at which I have to pay Epic already. So I think I'm still in the safe. But I want it, and I hope and I wish I will need to pay Epic. I really want to. Okay, I pay after making $3,000. I really, really want to pay Epic a huge 5%. Yes, yes. I hope I'll give Epic $1 million. No, Sleepcore, it's not 1K per month, it's 5% of the revenue. 1K per month. No, that's Unity. If I'm not, the 1K per month, it's Unity. Might be Unity. I don't know why the Google Drive doesn't want to upload, so I will just close it, leave, and open another one. I only have to pay if I earn more than 1K per month. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll have to read the licensing. I can tell you now for sure I am not even close to triggering any licensing whatsoever. June 15th. Come on, baby. Come on, June 15th. Okay, now it's working and uploading. We're safe. So Pixel Chick, as I was saying, in less than a minute we'll share the link and you can grab the build. And nice thing you can see here is we actually have a collection of builds, so you can actually see how the build evolved over time. I don't recommend going build by build, but I recommend grabbing the oldest one, which seems to be this one, Windows No Editor, I guess, and the latest one, and you'll see how the project slowly evolved. Okay, upload complete. We're in the clear. Come on, folks. Get shareable link. Goo.gl. Florinel is asking me why it's 15, because for some of us it's still, oh, I should have said 16th. Silly me. Let's rename it. June 15th. Can I rename you? Yes. 16th. Sorry. 16th. For some of us, it's still June 16th. For others, it's already 17th. But I call it 16th because that's how we started the. That's when we started the stream. .pl. There we go. We shorten the URL, we copy it, and we drop it in here. Attention to details. Yeah. Indeed. Okay. So, Pixel Chick, if you could just tell me if you can access the link, just click it, and if you can access and download the latest archive, that would be great. June 15th, I'll also call it here June 16th. And I will get ready to close this stream. So let's transition to our end scene. Sure, no pressure, Pixel Chick. I'll still be here with my big face talking. So no pressure. Nick, I also hope you and me both with the project you started. Nice, Pixel Chick. Glad you have access there. Okay. NGS Nick, I also hope we too will be forced to pay Epic a lot of monies out of that 5%. I hope the 5%. Yes, Sleepcore, you're amazing. You're amazing. Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, okay, I can do, you know, the bun dance. Yeah. Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 9 p.m. Central Eastern European Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Daytime, 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. We will probably extend the Isometric RPG for next week as well. As you can see, we still have a bit of balancing, a bit of polishing to do. And I also want to give a good, healthy 1 week or 10-day heads up for everyone who wants to start blueprinting along with us during the streams before we start the first-person puzzle adventure game. I actually want us to work on a game next time which doesn't involve shooting and violence to trolls anymore. Maybe we'll keep the trolls as some more like boss character, undefeatable character, and they'll just chase us around and we'll have to find clever environmental ways to stop them or from time to time destroy them. But I do feel this project is a bit aggressive towards trolls for no good reason, but maybe each and every one of you who will take the Isometric RPG level design course will actually find the reasons why the player is fighting the trolls and embed them through the story. Anyway, thank you so much, dear friends, for being here tonight. You are awesome as usual. I'm glad you can all access the build and you can play and see how the builds evolve over time. Yeah, RIP Troll Nation. Yeah, it only makes sense when you look at it in retrospect. Have a great night, people. Let's have a nice weekend and see you all on Monday, 9 p.m. Central Eastern European Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Daytime. Bye!